morning, everyone. I know no matter, I mean, it is matter, but I'm here to wish everyone a wonderful, blessed, happy Sunday. If you're still here, able to be at home or somewhere else, but you're still living, you have to be grateful to God, grateful to yourself, family, friends, and to the mother of nature. And we know a lot of us now we gotta put ourselves in distance, social, or put ourselves in quarantine just because we all are panic, afraid, freaking out because of that COVID-19 or coronavirus. As we all know, we heard, we're still hearing about it, about a lot of around the whole world, what's going on, a lot of people dying every day, people in a hospital if they're able to, and some people even they are sick but they kind of not really have that physical assistant, doctors, assistants, nurses to take care of them. Which is kind of, not kind of, but crazy, yeah? Where we're afraid to touch each other, to talk face to face, afraid of even ourselves. You know, it's a way to protect our own family, kids, wife, husband, neighbors, friends. You know, but the thing is, everybody, as I said, they are panicking about this virus, and a lot of talk about it, try to help understand where it's coming from. And we have a lot of visions of saying where it's coming from. You know, they say it's coming from bats, other animals, and the snake eating the bats, and people eating those snakes and different other animals. And that's how it gets to a human, and then spread it everywhere around the world. And some people think it's an airborne, you know, it's from the air, you know, and some people think it is a political thing, so they can take care of their own business. That's why you know, so who knows, as I always say, where these came from, or what's the purpose. And so what's the purpose of this disease? Is it truly natural? We're asking questions. And all different kind of answers. Nothing accurate, nothing precise. You know, what is the purpose of this disease? Where it coming from, truly coming from? Is it a political thing, virus? Is it natural? Is it really came from where they said they came from? It came from? Who knows? But some people, anyways, a lot of people like me believe in prophecy. And it's been told about what would happen at the end of the day. A lot of signs, you know, just to identify the coming of the end of the day. But as I said, there is a lot of talking, saying about this. You see what I mean? And but we know, you know, this is not just those who are believe in prophecies, who have the spiritual minded, you know. But I don't think anybody can say this is a mindset when they're living this situation, you know, where, you know, school has to shut down, you know, a lot of businesses, a lot of store, market. The worst thing is even churches. They shut them down where really you cannot go to that place to gather together to pray. But what I don't understand is they shut down school, right? They shut down churches. A lot of business shut down. But a lot of works, companies still operating, you know, and they're still open. Why they're not shut down as well? What's the difference between those companies, those works areas, warehouses? What is the differences between those companies with the churches and the schools? I don't see any differences, because schools, this is where people gather together to receive educations. You know, professors, teachers, supervisors, students, you know, this is where they gather together to do their thing, right? Same thing for churches, where people sit in one big rooms, you know, together, worship, praying. Despite all those other, you know, shut down businesses, I don't see any different compared to a company, warehouses, where still people gather together to work in one place. Could be different group, but group of people together. If it's that bad, why does those companies still open? You know, they could have do the same thing electronically. You know, Facebook seems like we're doing now, FaceTime, other way to communicate, but we're still going to work. And we're gonna be with other people coming from different places. Is that protective? Why other places shut down? And why not the place I work? You work, others works. You feel me? Do you dig? Do you bear with me? Are you here? Are you understand what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to explain? You know? So why those businesses like the warehouses, other company where people works, why they're still functioning? Why they ain't shut down as well as they shut down the churches, the schools, so many other places? Think what's happening right now. Think what's going on right now. Is that political? Is it really natural? Or what is it? What's the meaning of it? Is that they just do this, make it happen so they can do their own businesses, so they can have their own political things happening, because they might find out because this is the only way to make this coronavirus spreading everywhere, to make sure they gotta do what they have to do. Because it's about their end of what they're doing. So they wanna keep it up. And that's the only way they try to make sure they keep it going, because they don't want to switch from this to the other one. They don't want to switch from them to someone else. They want to keep doing what they're doing. They want to keep twisted what they are twisted. They want to keep running the power they're running, because it's good for them. It's not good for you and I. And they know they are approaching to the end. And they try to find a way. The weather destroyed the whole world to get what they need, to do what they have to do. Those people, a lot of them, we know we among a lot of vampires in a different forms. But you need to have this understanding to understand what's going on. The group, the society, the top secret things, Illuminati, enlightening. So you need to know, you need to understand. You need to find the ability to understand what's going on. You just focusing in one thing, or from one point to another point, but you ain't try to focusing. Why are you on that point to another point? To understand what's going around you, to understand the world that we're living in. We're living inside of a supernatural life world where they try to do anything, and they try to keep you blind. They try to keep you in the dark, so you won't be able to see, to understand. You're the one that need to empower yourself to get yourself out of this darkness that they try to stay in by trying to brainwash your brain out. They try to give you their ignorance shot inside of your body, especially your brain, your spirit, so you become blind, so you accept whatever it is. So you can go crazy about what's going on without trying to understand where it's coming from, where it is at, where it's going, why things happening. You know? Do we really understand about what's going on? Are we really understand? Are we really trying to understand? Okay? We know there is a lot of saying about it. It could be something prophetic, or prophecy, about the prophecy. It could be something natural. It could be something created for a reason, for a purpose. I am a spiritual man. I like to understand, I like to read anything supernatural. But you have to be stronger, you have to have that capacity to understand, to make the difference between good and evil, between the positive or the positivity and the negativity. To learn so you can be stronger and stronger and powerful, more spiritual, so you can make others understand. All over the country. America, United States of America, is the third country where the virus impacts the most people. After China, Italy, and America is the third country where a lot of people dying every day. Almost from 300, 800 every day. Every day, people dying. Maybe, as I said, a lot of innocent people dying from what they don't know. I know a lot of people, they're making joke about it, when it's so serious. We have to be vigilant. So now wherever you are, you feel unsafe. You're worried because we don't know what is this about. Before that, when you're coughing, people say bless you. Now when you're coughing, it doesn't matter what caused that cough. They're running away from you. They not even say bless you anymore. They just leave, afraid of you, looking at you like, is he affected? Just like those dead Walking Dead. That's why I said I call this virus Walking Dead coronavirus. Because people are afraid of each other. It even worse than those movie in the movie we're watching. You know, we see the only people, the normal people afraid of those affected people. And they running away, try to kill him and destroy it, right? That's the movie Walking Dead. But actually, this is worse. Because you don't know who's affected and who's not. So, no matter who you are, who you're living with, we're afraid of each other. Have you ever thought about this? Now we cannot handshake people. We can no hug. Distance high. The connection human situation was decreasing, human relationship, the love, and now it's getting worse. Even the beloved ones, you have a doubt about it, about your beloved one, your wife, your husband, your son, neighbors, anything special to you. Even when you meet, you talk, but you're still doubting. You still have something in mind. Is he okay? Do I have to trust him? Even you laughing, you still try to keep your distance as far as possible. You try to be careful because, as I said, you don't know who's affected or not. You don't even trust yourself because you don't know if you have it or not. That's why you try to keep yourself clean, even after your own family, each other try to keep their hands clean. It's good because we try to protect each other, but I'm explaining here how bad the situation, how worse it is, worse than the movie where they showing you people affected from some kind of virus. So this situation is worse than the Ebola, than cholera, other disease that been long time past. Even that coronavirus is not new, right? It been existing from some long ago, many years, but it wasn't that global, wide world. So it came back with more power, or they bring it back with more power for their own sake or whatever they about to do. The weather kill you and I. Or is it natural? Then if it's natural, why are they acting that way? So where a couple days, a month, food in the store and market, they decrease. They getting lower and lower. Water, and they said, you're not allowed to take more than 2 packs of water or 1 pack of water, according to the gravity of this situation. So it's minimized. The life we're living, it's minimized. That's the Bible said the enemy, the devil tried to change the law and the time. This is all about it. Who's the enemy? Is that the spirit enemy that we can't see? Most people talking about the devil from cast out from heaven. Or we're talking about the enemies just like you and I, who try to destroy you and I. So as I said, when we talk about the devil enemies, it's in a different form. But just let your spirit open so the light of the Almighty One can enlighten your brain, your spirit, to see clearly, to understand more. So, more you understanding about what's going on, less panic you will be, because you know what's going on. You may not be able to do anything about it if it's impossible to, but you already know what's going on. But those who doesn't know, they're gone crazy because they don't educate themselves. They don't let the Holy Spirit, the spirituality being, get to them, touch their spirit so they can understand, so they can see further from what they're able to see now. They can understand more, they can understand right now. Let's be strong. Let's keep praying. Let's keep up the faith. Let's try to help each other as much as we can. By anyhow. It's okay to keep yourself protected from others, because more you keep yourself protected from others, more you helping others to keep themselves protected from infected by the coronavirus. It's okay, that's a good thing to do, but we need to understand why, what is this thing is about, why it's here, why it's coming back. Some people said, be careful from what you hear, from what you heard about those superstars that getting affected. Are they really affected for real? Or it just a way to bring more panic? Are they really have a solution? Are they really what you heard happening? If you heard about this, what's going on right now, so you said, well, maybe this is this, maybe this is that. You have to make sure about what kind of vaccination you're taking. They're giving you. That's why do not be overreacting by getting too crazy. If you feel just a little bit of symptoms and then you take yourself to the hospital emergency to get yourself tested. So that could be worse. Just give yourself a time until you really feel that you need to see a doctor and nurses, you need to go to the hospital, or you need to call these complication numbers of 911, complicated in the different forms. 911 is a multiple calls to a multiple secret societies. It's a sensor. It's a beeper. It's a something that lets any of them knows, hey, I have a signal. I have a something. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what it is about. You know, after the World Trade Center, what happened? And they keep that 911. It has a lot of meaning. It does help. Yes. But be careful. Because a lot of goods could be looking good and they're evil at the same times. Just like you and I, we could be looking good and we're evil, the worst ever at the same time. But we have to be careful. The Bible said it before. Not just today you can trust anybody, especially with that coronavirus. But the Bible said, do not trust anybody. Because you don't know who you're dealing with. Just be aware of this time we're living in. Just be aware of this situation, of this society. Just be aware of what you heard, of what you're listening to. Just be aware of what's going on. Do more research. Try to understand. And then if you can, kneel down. Ask God for an opening light, for understanding, spiritual understanding. And that will help you more than ever. It hurts. No churches, no school. Now you have to stay at home where you can, there will be, maybe there could be a time. There could be a time, a certain moment, you want to go outside of your door and they will say no. If you ain't listen, they might take it another way with you. You know, you're going to be forced to be locked inside of your house. Sometimes a lot of movie, it's a warning about what's going to happen. It's a warning about the future or about the present time. But sometimes you just seeing it as a movie, as a puppet playing by those people who, who create the movie. But this is what they want you to believe. But just don't see the screen, but see what's inside, deeper inside of the screen. And you'll understand. No matter if it's anime, cartoons, or shows, will movie. Try to get what they want to show you, what they want to warn you. Try to understand why is this, what it is about. What's the purpose? What's the meaning? Just try, help yourself out. Be alert. Be spiritual. Be aware. Never stop praying. Because people right now, they can't see what's going on. More we're approaching to the end of the day, blinder people will become. More ignorant people will become. So the enemy is walking in the dark, and they want to keep yourself also on the dark, so you can't see what's going on between you and them. Let's get rid of the dark side, and let's get ourselves into the light where we can see what's going on. Because if we have that light, the powerful light, the spiritual light, will enlighten the dark, and there will be no more secret, or there will be less secret you know, because the devil is working in the dark. So be aware, be blessed, keep praying, keep loving, keep caring, be sensitive, be aware, and keep protecting yourself from all kind of whatever it is by helping others at the same times. One love and peace out.